I have a feeling you're down this end. Does the name Harold Purchase mean anything to you? And bang.
Could this old pub be holding on to the residual energies of its past? Could it be keeping lost souls from times that have now been forgotten? Could the tragic circumstances of a young boy's death be enough for his spirit to remain suspended in limbo, a state of confusion, unwilling or unknowing how to pass over? Will we find the spirit of young Harold William Purchase? For this first night's investigation, there was 4 of us ready to take on the unknown. We have myself, Paul, psychic medium Paula, Justin, and Justin's partner Kate, who assists us with investigations and wishes to remain off camera. For Paula, this was a cold reading in which she had no prior information on the hotel. She actually picked up on a young boy down in the bathroom area. Now to me, this was of much intrigue, as Justin and I were aware of the death of Harold Purchase in this hotel. We decided to go down to this spare room in the bathroom area and conduct a seance and EVP session to try and contact this young boy.
So the name you're giving me is Benjamin, is that right?
Chills.
Pardon? You just got chills?
Yeah.
So that's confirmation.
How long have you been here for?
Listen again closely for a child's voice.
How long have you been here for?
It sounds like the reply of why.
How long have you been here for?
None of us heard this reply at the time.
How long have you been here for? How long have you been here for?
This voice is clear, close, and distinctly childlike, and it is responding to a direct question. None of us heard this at the time. As you can see, none of us react. No children are allowed in the hotel at this hour. This is a true electronic voice phenomenon.
How long have you been here for? How long have you been here for?
Just communicate as if you were trying to speak to us. The devices are there to only pick up your frequencies, your energy. Your energy will come through the box. The box is there for us to be able to hear you. The box is there for us to be able to hear you.
Again, a child's voice is picked up, this time through the spirit box, and Justin clearly indicates it straight after. This voice is loud and abrupt, and it jumps out way more than radio chatter does. And what are the chances that a boy would be talking on the radio at this time of night? To me, it sounds like 2. Just before we started the seance, we set up a static night vision camera in the end room of this accommodation wing. This is where Paula felt she picked up on a male energy. While we were conducting the seance, the camera picked up a couple of interesting anomalies. Let's have a look. I had also placed a motion sensor on one of the small benches in this room, facing towards the door. This motion sensor starts going off just as the outside light of the hotel starts flickering and turns off. As the sensor is going off, we don't capture anything visually on the camera, although strange clicking noises can be heard. And only minutes after this, we capture a light anomaly, which happens straight after some sort of little whispering noise. Dust and even bugs can appear as orbs on camera, but this one seems to appear out of nowhere and head straight out the door. First you hear a whisper, then as the orb appears you hear another clicking noise. We now set up to try and contact the male energy felt in this room.
Or even you can speak through the box like I think that you already have.
This box right here I'm holding, this will be able to give us an indication of you speaking to us, so feel free to talk through this box here. We'll talk near it and we'll be able to hear you.
For example, can you say your name?
Robert. Right on cue.
Straight away.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
Thanks, Robert.
Now let's watch again, but keep your eyes on the EMF meter on the table, the one with the LED lights on it. This meter starts peaking out just as Justin's asking the question, further adding proof that there was an increase in EMF levels after our encouragement for a response, and specifically Justin's question.
For example, can you say your name?
Robert. Right on cue.
Straight away.
This box right here I'm holding, this will be able to give us an indication of you speaking to us, so feel free to talk through this box here. We'll talk near it and we'll be able to hear you.
For example, can you say your name?
Robert. Right on cue.
Straight away.
First Paula senses a male's energy in this room. Then we get given a man's name after a direct question. But it doesn't stop there. Watch what unfolds next.
Robert, are you able to give us a yes if you can hear us? A really loud yes.
What was it made for?
Robert, are you able to give us a yes if you can hear us? A really loud yes. Robert, are you able to give us a yes if you can hear us? A really loud yes.
What was it made for?
As you can hear, there is a clear response to my question, and it sounds male. Myself, Paula, and Justin heard this response then and there. It is important to note that Kate was toward the end of this hallway with an EMF meter, taking still shots. To our ears at the time, it sounded like a deep voice saying no, but after hearing it through the video analysis, it sounds more like a yes. It's definitely a one-syllable response.
Robert, are you able to give us a yes if you can hear us? A really loud yes.
What was it made for?
Robert, are you able to give us a yes if you can hear us? A really loud yes. What was that?
What was it made for?
Robert, are you able to give us a yes if you can hear us? A really loud yes. What was that?
What was it made for?
As you can hear, it was picked up clearly by both the static night vision camera and the handheld full spectrum camera. And there is no doubt that it came from just behind Justin somewhere, in the hallway or either in the room adjacent to the hallway. Amazingly, Kate did not hear this, and she swears that she did not make this response, as you will see in a few moments. She also could not exactly hear what we were saying and doing at that time, but knew we were doing a session with the spirit box. There was no doubt this voice was upstairs with us, and it sounded close. It sounded almost like a voice that was within a box, but very close to us. The human behaviour before and after moments like this are crucial to prove the authenticity of what just took place. So we will let the whole sequence unfold as it was recorded. To respect Kate's privacy, I will use the footage from the static night vision camera.
Robert, Are you able to give us a yes if you can hear us? A really loud yes.
What was a male's voice?
Was that you, Kate? Did you say something? Before? When I said, was that you, Kate?
That was a male's voice.
It was deep.
That was a deep voice.
Did she go, no? I thought she was like
I
taking
heard
a
it.
piss.
I heard it too.
No, that was a male's voice.
Did you hear something there?
It was deep, like no.
Yeah, it was a male.
Was that you?
Did you take the piss out of it? When I said, can you give us a really loud yes, did you go, no?
That's why I thought when you said something, it came from out here.
I thought, so you didn't go, no.
Yeah. I heard it.
No, we all heard like a no. And if you would take this out, so that yes. Kate said she didn't say that.
That was a definite male no.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We all heard that.
Yeah.
And that was a real male
So you're
voice. It was a
positive,
deep-
Kate, that you didn't do
I
it?
can't believe you didn't hear it. Because it came from down there.
It came from just
It came
there.
from out
Yeah,
It
or
came from out
behind me.
there,
Yeah,
behind you.
I was down the corridor and down the other bit. You know where I saw
And it wasn't on the
that
ghost box. It was just
It
around
was a
the
male's
corner.
voice just there behind you.
No.
It was a definite no.
But it did pick up 5 lights up near that cupboard.
On this night, it was just Paula and myself who returned to this mysterious, unused second level of the Rosewater Hotel. And as this is our first follow-up investigation, we are anticipating and hoping to find out more from what we experienced on the first night.
Hello and welcome. We've come to say hello again. If you'd like to speak to us, my name's Paula, and this is Paul.
We were here about a month ago. We think we communicated with a Robert. If you can hear us talking, can you give us a very loud yes? We were here about 4 weeks ago, about a month ago. And we heard someone reply clearly after a question. Was that you?
Paul.
It was Paul.
After this incredible response by the Ovilus, we both get the feeling that there's something going on down in the bathroom area. So we grab the equipment and the cameras and we head down there.
Are you down this end? I have a feeling you're down this end of the hotel. Are we able to come down here and say hello? Floor creaking, floor creaking. Door. I just heard a door. Footsteps. door. I just heard a door. Footsteps. 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 Something just rushed past me.
Benji, is that you?
Something just like rushed out of that room.
The one you're now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Benji.
I've got
I've got chills.
unbelievable chills.
Yeah, me too.
It's like I was frozen.
Yeah,
I couldn't move.
yeah. My whole body's just gone frozen. I wasn't.
Do you not want me to come in here? Did you just rush up on me?
As I approached this door, I felt the sensation of something brushing past me. It may have been a subtle burst of air, but I'm not sure where it would have come from, as all the windows and doors are shut. Let's check the infrared and full spectrum cameras as I approach this door. Nothing was picked up by either camera, but this sensation I felt was real. Unfortunately, I can't prove what it was, or can I explain what it was.
Right. No.
And then we got the emphatic pronunciation of the words spite and no. Is the ovilus picking up on a resonance that is one of angst and almost anger, telling us not to come into this room? This is the room where Paula felt she picked up on a boy named Benji. It is also the room where we caught the voice of a child, which sounded like a boy, on audio and through the spirit box. Exactly a week later, Justin and I return with the intent on finding some more strong evidence. After following up the first night with psychic medium Paula and exploring a couple of the avenues that she picked up on, Justin and I felt it was time to refocus on the man from the first night, and particularly Harold Purchase as well, as the young boy we have heard may very well be him.
Is there a Harold in here?
Does the name Harold Purchase mean anything to you?
We get 2 direct responses on the K2 meter regarding Harold Purchase. Let's watch again.
Is there a Harold in here?
Does the name Harold Purchase mean anything to you? And does the name Harold Purchase mean anything to you? And bang.
Listen to the weird voices coming through the spirit box.
Does the name Harold Purchase mean anything to you? And bang.
Can you give us a knock or something?
Come and stand in the doorway.
A male voice on the spirit box repeats the words, "Come and stand."
Come and stand in the doorway. 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 Come and stand in the doorway.
Only seconds earlier, Justin asked, "Can you give us a knock or something?" Listen closely while we're still looking at the doorway.
Say it again, come to the doorway. That's where we heard you last time. Say it again, come to the doorway. That's where we heard you last time.
Let's watch this sequence again.
Can you give us a knock or something?
Come and stand in the doorway.
First we get the man repeating, "Come and stand" on the spirit box. Then we get the 3 knocks that Justin asked for as I turn the infrared illuminator on.
Say it again, come to the doorway. That's where we heard you last time.
Is this the man we heard on the first night? And is it the man of the alleged suicide in the old bathroom? Could he possibly have responded to us to come and stand in the doorway and knock 3 times? This is also exactly where we heard the response on the first night.
Can you make a knocking sound like this?
Strangely enough, I asked for the 3 knocks that occurred only moments ago. Let's hear them side by side. What makes this a bit strange is that we did not hear the knocks at the time, and they were only discovered in the video analysis. So when I asked for these 3 knocks, we were unaware that the first 3 actually occurred. This would have made for an extraordinary response if I had asked prior to the knocks, as both were identical.
Do you want to speak to Justin? Make the lights flash. Would you like to speak to me? This is Paul. Make the lights flash now. Oh my God. Would you like to... Was that a yes? You would like to speak to me, Paul? Was that a yes? You would like to speak to me, Paul? Was that a yes? You would like to speak to me, Paul?
Can you say either Justin or Paul?
I turned it off. Would you like us to leave or stay here? Can you light up these lights if you'd like us to stay? Can you make them go to red, please? Would you like us to leave? Oh, I got a red.
Notice how only the K2 meter on the right flickers to red.
Would you like us to leave? Oh, I got a red.
When you have two EMF meters lined up like this, it can help you determine exactly where the interference is coming from. If this were a large-scale interference, both meters should light up, but it was only the right, and this happened earlier when I asked for confirmation and only the K2 closest to me flickered to red.
Is this your favourite room? Is that a yes? Thank you. Is this why we made contact with you in this room? Because it's your favourite room?
Justin and I continue to sit here for roughly another half an hour, but we have no more responses, so we call it a night and head home. Tonight again showed that this room is very active and that someone is responding to us. For this fourth investigation, it would be just myself. I decided to come up alone and set up 7 cameras. I wanted to sit and monitor the rooms in the dark, listening and watching for anything unusual. I also wanted to walk around using an ultraviolet light source, which is what I'm doing here. This UV torch can enhance the capabilities of my full spectrum camera, so anything that may be hiding in the UV spectrum, particularly those with fluorescent properties, will be illuminated by this torch and picked up by the camera. All of the static night vision cameras you see positioned around work off infrared light. They are fantastic at seeing in the dark without having to use visible light like a torch. So let's see what happens as I walk around.
Is anybody here with me?
Okay, watch closely here to the left of the bath. As I move the torch away from the left edge of the bath, a light anomaly can be seen moving around from behind the door. Let's watch it slowed down and with the contrast adjusted. To the left of the bath, you see it's dark. The torch comes to the left edge of the bath and then moves away. Then a white anomaly moves from exactly behind the door as if to go around it and out. The tiles in this bathroom are reflective, and reflective surfaces can cause lens flaring and funny light anomalies in cameras. But the more I look at this one, the more it seems to be moving independently and from exactly around from behind the door, as if to go out the door. You can see it come into frame and then arc around the edge of the door and move towards the exit. If I was standing behind this open door and wanted to exit this bathroom, this is the exact path of motion I would have to take to do so. So I asked the question, are we looking at partially illuminated spiritual energy or ectoplasm? Did someone hide behind the door as I entered and then decide to sneak out? Or is it nothing more than just light play? I went to the footage of this night vision camera and pinpointed the moment I walked into the bathroom to see if I could find any light anomalies, and this is what I found. As you can see, a white orb jumps into frame from the wall of the bathroom. To my eye, it looks like it occurs a few seconds before what happened inside the bathroom, so I do a side-by-side comparison to see the times. I use the point where I walk past this camera as a starting point and reference for the time analysis of both cameras. The dark triangle shadow you see on the right on the night vision camera is actually caused by the camcorder's strap, which is slightly in the way of its infrared illuminator. So just there we see the white orb at 41 seconds. And then we see the mist-like anomaly at 47 seconds. Even though the orb is coming directly from the wall of the bathroom that I'm in, it happens 6 seconds too early to suggest that it may be linked to the one that's inside the bathroom. It is more than likely just a piece of dust zipping past the infrared light, although it does disappear too quickly. But for the mist-like anomaly inside the bathroom, I'm still fascinated with it, and I'm not convinced it's just light play, as it shows its own movement pattern, and UV light always brings out some interesting results when using a full spectrum camera.
If there's anyone here with me right now, can you give me a sign? Can you maybe make a tapping noise? Okay, they're voices. Voices from downstairs. Although, it was a female voice very close then.
I hear muffled distant voices, but also a close female or child voice.
If there's anyone here with me right now, can you give me a sign? Can you maybe make a tapping noise?
I don't know what this voice says, but it was definitely closer than the muffled voices, as you can hear.
Okay, they're voices. Voices from downstairs. Although, it was a female voice very close then.
I checked the night vision camera's audio to see if it was picked up.
Is anyone here with me right now? Can you give me a sign? You maybe make a tapping noise.
You can hear it faintly at that marker, which indicates it's closer to me than this camera, and possibly even in that same room. Let's have a look back at what we've captured in this bathroom area.
How long have you been here for?
The box is there for us to be able to hear you.
We now have 4 correlations to a child in this bathroom area. First, Paula sensed a boy, then we caught a boy's voice on audio and through the spirit box, now another childlike voice as an EVP in the second room. So is this young Harold Purchase? Justin and I were given the details of the Rosewater Hotel as a legitimate place where staff members were experiencing strange things that could be considered to be paranormal. So with the full cooperation of current manager Simon and the help of psychic medium Paula and Justin's partner Kate, we were able to conduct these 4 investigations and then present an honest account of events that took place. Everything you have just witnessed unfolded in that exact sequence, and hopefully it translates into some interesting viewing, showing a group of investigators progressing through the entire process of trying to determine what is taking place in a location that has not been investigated before. We have permission to do further investigations in the future, and we will present any other evidence that we find. Thank you for watching this presentation.